the third book was about Benedict's character. You
Yeah.
made the third season about two other characters. What goes into a decision like that?
Is calling me brave a way of saying, you crazy girl, why did you do that? Why did you switch books?
I'm not saying any of
Okay.
that. What is Benedict's future?
He's in the show. He's going to be in the show, and he's going to have more adventures.
Right. Since this was completely unexpected, fourth season also will be like that. Something that we should not expect.
I can't say. We are in the middle of writing season 4 right now. I'm thrilled with what we're working on.
Jess, a show like this that has so many fans, it's very brave of you to digress from the novel, which is where the third book was about Benedict's character. You
Yeah.
made the third season about two other characters. What goes into a decision like that?
Is calling me brave a way of saying, you crazy girl, why did you do that? Why did you switch books?
I'm not saying any of
Okay.
that.
So after Shonda asked me to
Yes.
step into the showrunner role, the second conversation we had, I had gone away and reread the books, and we came back and talked about the order. And we agreed mutually that Colin and Penelope have been on our screens now for 2 seasons. We've invested in them, we love them, and we've also watched Colin not quite understand that Penelope has feelings for him.
Right.
And it just felt like that dynamic had to change. So
Right.
it really felt like the right time to tee up their season.
Right. Somewhere I read this. This is good for Benedict fans because he gets more time for his character to evolve.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Benedict is such an impulsive character, and to have him settle down in season 3 would have felt like we were shortchanging some of his growth.
Right.
So this year we're taking him on more adventures. And yeah, I would say if you're a fan of Benedict, pushing his season out means you get more time with him before he, becomes a boring old married guy who's very in love, which eventually he will be.
Right. Since this was completely unexpected, fourth season also will be like that. Something that we should not expect.
I can't say. We are in the middle of writing season 4 right now. I'm thrilled with what we're working on, and I can't wait to tell everyone about it. But after season
Sure.
3 gets its moment, we'll definitely be announcing it.
Sure. Because there are so many fans and they watch it so closely, they write blogs and
Yeah.
they are all over social media. Does that pressure ever come on you as a writer, as a showrunner, to just be very careful with what you do with them?
You know where the pressure comes from is from my 91-year-old grandmother, who is
Oh my God.
a huge fan of
Okay.
Bridgerton. She read the books a decade ago, and when I first got this job, she was like, those are my favorite books. Like, do not mess it up. So I hear from her, and I would say that I also have tried to hire writers who are fans, whether of the books or of the genre or of the show. So we are having the debates about the best way to adapt the books in the writer's room.
Right. So what did she say about this change in the third season? What did your grandmother?
She's going to kill me for saying this, but honestly, she was like, you better not cut any of the sexy bits because those are her favorite parts.
That is really important.
Yeah.
Since we are so close to the release, what do you want to tell the viewers, the genuine, real hardcore fans, what to expect?
I want to say thank you to the hardcore fans
Yeah.
for engaging with the show and making it such a privilege to work on. I hope that we don't disappoint them. I feel really strongly about what we've created. And I would say this, in terms of the adaptation of the book for season 3, by the end of the first part, book fans might be like, where's that element? Where's that element? But if you get to the end of the second part, I do think that fans are going to feel like we've honored all of the major elements from the
Right.
book.
What is Benedict's future?
He's in the show. He's going to be in the show, and he's going to have more adventures.
He's going to have more adventures.
He's going to have more adventures. I can't say specifically where he's headed, but there's much more to come from
Right.
Benedict.
Lastly, do you read everything that's written about it once it drops? Will you read tweets, social media?
I try to stay away from social media as much as I can. I do get sent things by, friends and loved
Okay.
ones. Usually it's like the best of the comments in terms of the wildest theories or the fans who are predicting things that
Right.
we're like, wow, they must have read, all of the scripts.
Right.
So
Lastly, do you think writing is getting due credit in the times we live in?
I feel like the place of the writer has, more and more people understand how important the writing is. But I still have family who ask me like, do the actors, so they just show up on set and they say the line, they make up the lines, right? I don't know if everyone fully understands how much we on the writing side craft everything very closely, but it's getting there.
Right. You have a job of huge responsibility, no pressure, but all
Yeah.
the very best.
Oh, thank you so much. It's
Yeah.
so nice to meet you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.